Christmas wouldn't be the same without those, would it?
No, it wouldn't. Now, a millionaire from Essex has been helping the National Lottery celebrate its 15th birthday. Tracy Foster from Benfleet won £2.5 million last year, her second lucky win after winning her battle against breast cancer. Yesterday, she joined more than 100 lotto winners gathered in London.
Money doesn't make you happy, people do. Having money obviously makes life easier, but you could have all the money in the world and it still wouldn't make you happy. You can't buy happiness.
Good advice. Right, football now, and with another international break at the weekend, there was no championship action for Ipswich Town or Peterborough.
There was a full programme in League One, though, with mixed results. Johnny Blake reports.
Paul Lambert's pre-match assessment of Norwich against Tranmere was dangerous, so he's pleased there was no damage to his side's promotion hopes. Wes Hoolahan's penalty, given for a handball, was followed by a Hoolahan assist. Gary Docherty getting the decisive touch for a 2-0 win. City are now just 4 points outside the top two.
We've had to play catch-up a lot of times since the first game against Colchester, and they said if you ask people from that day to this day, I'm sure they'll be quite happy.
The gap between Colchester and Norwich is down to 1 point, with Hughes boss Adi Boothroyd far from impressed with his team's display against Exeter. Twice they came from behind through Clive Platt. His first goal was before half-time. And then after this stunner from Ryan Harley, Platt's second came 5 minutes from the end. And young winger Mehdi Ilito faces a ban after his injury-time red card. So does Southend's new loan signing, Sean Morrison. He was sent off before the break at Yeovil for a professional foul, a decision manager Steve Tilson disagreed with, and with the way the deciding goal came about too, ultimately scored by former Ipswich star Dean Bowditch. Donovan Blake, Anglia News.
Good the second time round as well. Now, if you were walking past Norwich Castle over the weekend, you might have noticed something rather different about it. It was brightly lit in blue to mark World Diabetes Day. Around 30,000 people in Norfolk alone have diabetes, so passers-by were encouraged to take part in games aimed at raising awareness of different food groups.
It's one of the big health issues affecting us today and may well get much worse in the future here in the UK. So anything that can be done to promote awareness of that I think is good, and I think having the castle go blue is a good fun way actually to draw attention to that.
An ashtray that once belonged to Winston Churchill is up for auction in Norfolk this weekend. The politician, who was frequently pictured with a cigar clamped between his teeth, used the silver dish at a political dining club. It's actually a butter dish, but now could fetch around £1,500. Now he's won the hearts of millions, and even Robbie Williams is a fan. So it's no surprise that Olly Murs from Whittam is the favourite to win X Factor.
He impressed the audience, didn't he, and the judges, with his performance of Don't Stop Me Now by Queen Elizabeth, or it should be Don't Stop Me Now,
I've been
wasn't
singing
it?
that all afternoon in the office. No one was more impressed than his mates back at home in Essex. Lorna Ramsey has been to meet them.
If you're out and about in Whittam, chances are you'll see one of these posters. But this one belongs to someone who knows Olly rather well. Let's go meet him.
Hi, you all right?
Lee Filippo from Tiptree is one of Olly's best mates, as are Ryan Halls and Ben Taylor. They still can't get over watching their friend on the big stage.
It's crazy, really, like going from a Saturday night where we'd be going out together and like going out for like around the town and everything, and then seeing him on national television, like in front of 16 million people. It's crazy, really.
Now Olly is a celebrity, his love life is the subject of speculation in the press. There are rumours that love is in the air between him and fellow X Factor contestant Stacey Solomon from Dagenham in Essex. But what has Olly said to his friends?
Not at all.
No, not at all.
No. Yeah, I think they're both in the same area, so they're very close in the house. They are good mates, but from what Olly said to me, like there's nothing going on in the slightest between them. They're just good friends. So, but he thinks it's funny what everyone's writing about them. So
it's not just Olly's singing that has made him so popular. His funky dance moves are also a big hit with the audience.
He loves it. He's the same when we go out, you know. You and
yeah, I'm not too happy. He stole a few of my moves, hasn't he? When he watches this, he's got to be. I've got to have a word with him, I think, about nicking some of my moves. But to be fair, he's doing a great job in front of 16 million people, so I'll leave him to him. So.
And I'll leave you to decide who's best. Lorna Ramsey, Anglia News, Tiptree.
Hang on 1 minute, I think it's
No,
been...
Stop.
No.
Jonathan, please stop.
Now we know it's not Christmas yet, and we don't want to be accused of getting on Santa's bandwagon too early, do we?
Saying that, I got my first Christmas card last week from Derek in Stow Upland. He said he sent it early because of the postal strike, so thanks for that.
Get mine, please, in the post now, Derek. But it is less than 6 weeks to the big day, and with lights being switched on all over the patch, we want to hear from you.
Yes, the website address is on your screen right now. We want to hear your ideas for a traditional Christmas. Forget the computer games, forget the telly. We want to hear about any traditional festive pastimes your family gets up to at home. Perhaps it's a game that's been handed down over the generations.
Well, maybe it's a particular tradition, as you were saying there, that your family keep every single year. Maybe it's a sing-song around the old Joanna. If you'd like to share it with us, then we'd love to hear all about it. Tell us your name and where you're from, and hopefully we might be able to feature your traditional Christmas moment here on Anglia Tonight over the coming weeks. It's getting exciting, isn't it?
Here's what to expect now on the national news in just a couple of minutes. Right, time for the weather now. It's been a stormy old weekend, hasn't it?
It was stormy. Let's see what's going to be coming up, shall we, overnight? Here's Amanda.
Blustery old week ahead, then. So do you have any traditional Christmas pastimes?
I was trying to think about that, actually. I've got the odd one, of course, which is obviously the compulsory one of trying to look at the presents under the tree, which I've tried to resist. But this year, I will be looking forward to getting my Olly Murs dance move book.
Your poor family. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you. Bye.